Under the phone's a ringing. Would you get it for me, please? On the phone. What do you mean, get it myself? I'm trying to rest. Confounded, every time anything like this comes up, it's always me. It's always me. I got to answer the phone. Hello? Hello? This is long distance? Yes, sir, this is me. I beg your pardon? What do you mean, am I a Christian? I don't know. Who's this calling? It's one of those church fixes again, isn't it? I beg your pardon? It's not? It's from heaven? Well, I just said, hello, Lord. Lord, I've been a Christian a long time. I sure have. Yes, sir. I tell you, it's just when I'm so glad you called, Lord. It's just, yes, sir. Sir, you hadn't heard from me in quite a while. Well, sir, I tell you, Lord, it was just last night I was going to pray. Yes, sir, I told my wife we was laying there watching that television, you know, we was listening to Johnny Carson, and I told her, I said, hon, just as soon as this your program is over, we're going to get on our knees and we're going to talk to the Lord. Yes, sir, but you know, Lord, I'm plumb embarrassed. But before Johnny went off, I plumb went off to sleep, and I just completely forgot all about it. But I tell you what I'm going to do tonight, Lord. I'm going to say my prayers tonight, whether I need to or not. Yes, Lord. Sir? Yes, sir. I go to church. Yes, sir. Every Sunday, Lord, I'm a faithful church member. Yes, sir. Sir? Did I go last Sunday? Yes, sir. I went last Sunday. Yes, sir. Last Sunday morning. Yes, sir. I was there. What did the preacher preach about? Well, sir, he let's see now. He preached about it was he referred to that it was let me see now. He took his text from Matthew. No, I believe it was found in Mark. That's why. No, I believe it was Jude. No, that's a couple months ago. Let's see now. It's when sir, Sunday night. Well, no, sir. I'm afraid I didn't make it Sunday night, Lord. I was, sir, Bonanza. Yes, sir. Well, sir, you know, Lord, I would have gone, you know. But, you know, Lord, the next day is Monday, and you know, and I've got to work, and I need my rest, and it's just, it's so cotton picking hard, Lord, you know, to go to church on Sunday night, and then have to get up the next morning, and hit the ball, and stuff like that, and it's just, sir? Sunday before last? Well, you know, Lord, I was going to go, but you know, I worked so hard all the week, and oh, it was such a pretty day, and everything, and I didn't go to church, Lord. I went, sir. Oh, you know where I went, huh? Yes, sir. Well, I caught 2 bass and 4 crappie. Sir, what time did I get home? Well, it was about 10:30 that night. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, but well, Lord, I know that's a lot later than it'd been if I'd gone on to church, but, Lord, that's different. It ain't different. Well, I couldn't have gone anyway. My wife was homesick, and I'd have had to stay there with her, Lord. Sir? Yes, sir, Lord. Oh, yes, sir, Lord, I'm a good steward. Yes, sir, and you mean when you talk about stewards and all, you mean tithing and giving to the church and all? Yes, sir, Lord, yes, sir. I give to the church every Sunday. Yes, sir. Sir? Yes, sir, every Sunday that I go. Yes, sir. Am I growing, Mr. Church? Yes, sir, Lord. We're going down there at that church. I tell you, we're just going to believe the best. Well, I tell you, Lord, I gave $58 to the church last year. Yes, sir. That's all, sir. What do you mean that you don't think I understand what stewardship means? It means 10% of everything that I own belongs to you, huh? Yes, sir. Well, Lord, I tell you right now, Lord, you've kind of called it a bad time, you know. You've kind of caught me in a bind and all, and it's just it's going to be kind of hard to give any more than that right now, Lord. And sir. Yes, sir. 10%. Well, I gave $58, you see, last year. Sir? How much did I make? Well, it was a little over $10,000. It don't hardly tally out, does it, Lord? Well, sir, well, now, Lord, I tell you now, just as soon as I get my boat and motor paid for, and, that thing, it's just awful, and I got to get my wife's lower plate fixed. She fell again the other day, Lord, and it's just bills on top of bills, it's piling up, and I never will see daylight. I don't know what in the world then I'm going to start paying my tithe, Lord. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, that's 10%. Yes, sir. Yeah, Lord, but if I don't pay off this boat and motor, they're going to come and get it, and then I won't have one. Yes, sir. What do you mean if I don't start paying my tithe, I ain't going to need no boat and motor down there? Yes, sir. It's completely clear. Yes, sir, Lord. Yes, sir, Lord. I'm glad you asked that question. I take an active part in everything, Lord. Yes, everything that goes on at the church, I tell you, I take an active part. You know, every time somebody comes by here and tells me that there's something going on down at the church that shouldn't be, I'm the first one to jump all over that preacher. I tell him just exactly what I say. Yes, sir, Lord. I sure do. Sir? That ain't the way you do it, huh? Well, no. Lord, and that's just the way most of them do it. This is a person-to-person call just to me, huh? Yes, sir. Well, now, I tell you, Lord, yes, sir, I do. I read my Bible. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, I read it. Yes, sir. When was the last time? Well, sir, I believe it was when, actually, Lord, I tell you, our preacher down at the church, Lord, he reads from that Bible every Sunday morning. Yes, sir, and after all, I mean, ain't that about the same thing? I mean, you know, he's reading it to me and all. He's just immortal the same as I am. Yes, sir, and I'm supposed to read it too. Yes, sir. Oh, I understand, Lord. Well, no, Lord, no, I tell you. Now, I don't go to Sunday school every time, you know, because, you know, as I told you before, Lord, it's the hours I work. And it's just, it's so awful. And I sort of like to sleep a little bit later on Sunday morning, Lord. Yes, but I make my kids go. Yes, sir, I see to that. They go every Sunday. Yes, sir, Lord. Oh, well, some people on the bus come by and pick them up, take them to church just to, and bring them back home. Yes, sir. Oh. Well, you know, Lord, I was telling my wife the other day that I should start driving that bus for those kids. I've been thinking about that. Oh, yes, sir. You mean the influence around the children and all? Yes, sir, I'm a good influence around them, Lord. I'm a good Christian in front. Never do we do anything in this here house, or do we say anything that be wrong in front of my children, Lord. No, sir, not a word. Sir, what did I say when I got my thumb caught in the linen closet? Oh, you heard about that, huh? Well, sir, you know, it's just, it's when, and it happened so all of a sudden, and it was just, it hurt, and Lord, I'm just for a loss of words. Yes, sir. Well, now I know that, Lord. I know I need to go to church more. Yes, sir, I know I need to pray more. Now, I agree I need more faith. That's right. But you mean, in other words, even if I had a tithe in my 10%, I ain't giving nothing to the church? Just paying the debt, huh? You mean you want me to sit down and figure out at 10% how far behind I'd be with you? You're talking about the tithe, you mean? Well, I know the Lord forgives, and I'm going to do better. Yes, sir. Oh, I know you answer prayer, Lord. Yes, sir. I give you all the praise for that. Yes, sir. Sir? No, sir. No, sir, not a word. We don't gossip in this house at all. Not a word. Lord, the things we say about all our neighbors are true. Yes, sir. That's right. That's right. And we only tell our closest friends about our neighbor's faults. That's right. Yes, sir. We sure do. We sure. And we tell them when we tell them. Now, that's to go no further. Now, that's it. Don't tell nobody else. We don't want them running around the neighborhood talking about our neighbors, even if that ain't no good, Lord. That's right. That's what we tell them. Just between us, and they go no further. That's right. Oh. You already knew about that? Sir? Oh, now I'm glad you asked that. I tell you, that is a dandy. That is the best beer, and I love that preacher. Now, I'm glad you sent him our way. Yes, sir. I love him. Yes, sir. And why don't I start doing what he says? Well, I sort of did pretty much what he said, Lord. I'm not doing what he says, and I need to do better. And I'm going to do that, Lord, in the future. I tell you, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do that in the future. That's right, Lord. I know real blessings come from you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know you're right, too. This here country that we live in is one of the very few countries that there is that we can worship you without violating man-made laws. That's right. Yes, sir, Lord. Yes, sir. I realize that you must love us dearly. I know that.